let's go ahead and look at Joby Aviation. Guys, before I get started, I just want to go ahead and say this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, nor do I have excessive years trading the stock market. I only have about 4 years under my belt, so take everything that I say with a grain of salt. I'm still pretty new to trading, and I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys some of my levels that I'm going to be looking for, as well as what I think the market thinks. Right, so here we go. Let's get started. We're going to start on the weekly chart. Each one of these bars here represents 1 week. Okay, initially I can go ahead and see a volume imbalance here. Okay, what that means here is that we did not fill all the orders as we squeezed through this area. What that means is that, think of it like this: if you're trying to buy a lot of stock at $6 a share, but somebody else is willing to pay $6.01 per share instead, the stock price actually moves and you lose your opportunity to buy the stock. So if you have a standing order available, etc., you're not going to be able to get filled. And that's what a volume imbalance is, guys. And how do I know that this area here is the imbalance? Well, hold on. Let me go ahead and turn off my my crosshair data, so now it doesn't look so floating everywhere. Well, what I like to do is I take the difference between this top and the bottom wick on the left and the right side of the candle. That's going to tell me where those orders are still waiting. It was pretty easy to move through that zone, and actually if you look at the volume profile over here, there's pretty low volume there. There's actually pretty low volume there, so we can assume that's this entire zone here from about $6 to, we'll say $7. From $6 to $7, that's a pretty low volume zone, and it checks out, right? If we look over here in the volume profile, that's still pretty low volume. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and we'll draw from $6 to $7 low volume here, and that's going to be my first real zone here. That's going to be where I'm first going to be watching. Okay, are we coming up to that from the bottom? Are we going from the top, etc.? And we can see another imbalance here as well. Okay, and these are things that over time you get better at looking for. But so first things first, we're gonna wait. Right, we're gonna wait. Or if I was trading it or swinging it or whatever, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see how we're reacting around the $6 to $7 range. Are there plenty of buyers here? Are they immediately buying more stuff? Are they buying? And are these orders here that in theory have not gotten filled? Are they getting filled? And if we're seeing a lot of big spikes and then we're holding higher, and we're coming up, I'm gonna look to go long here. Okay, and if I'm going long there, I could probably expect, look at that, we've got volume coming back in around $10, guys. Okay, $10. And this low volume actually goes for a while. It goes until about 980, something like that, till about 10. But really the imbalance is here. This is really where the imbalance is. Okay, so if we can make it through this zone, it's possible we can see $10 on the stock. It's possible. Okay, so those are two levels you can immediately watch now. Okay, and very clearly, obviously we've got strong amount of buyers here at the bottom seeing demand here, and we've got a good amount of sellers here rejecting off this zone, right? And all of this up here is just pretty low volume. So that's one thing. Okay, let's look at this volume. Look at this volume coming up. Their buyers are buying more higher, right? So this is a great move. This tells me something, especially something changed, because it hasn't been like that. Buyers haven't been consistently buying more higher. Let's look at the news. Yeah, so it looks like they're talking about a different stock, EVTOL. So this definitely could be a sympathy play, guys, or this definitely could be moving in sympathy with that, or or something might have passed in aviation laws, or something like that, or et cetera, et cetera. I don't know, but something changed, right? So I wouldn't be too scared to say that we could for sure retest over here at this imbalance. No, we could for sure. Well, we could, right? We could retest this imbalance, and if anything, hold it. If we hold this imbalance, guys, that's where I'm gonna get long, right? I'd like to get long there, and then see something all the way up to that next, where we'll see volume come in again around $10, or it might not even. Excuse me. It might not even hit $10. Probably go to like $9 or something like that. So that's not a bad trade. That really isn't a bad trade. If anything, I mean, you see volume like that, that's a good swing, right? So that's about it for me, guys. Just want to tell you what I think real quick. And like I said, if you got any tickers or anything that you want to know what I think, my opinion, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. It's just what I think on the ticker, purely for entertainment, right? Please let me know. I'd love to make a video on it and identify some imbalances, et cetera, et cetera. So, all right, guys, take it easy.